Hi everyone, I have one simple book to share with you today for inspiration as you're publishing your final copy of your realistic fiction. Then you're off to watch your last lesson for this unit. And so any extra time for writing this week, you should just be publishing, publishing, publishing. And then if you're done with that, then there's crafts and things you can do in Seesaw and whatever else that you need to finish up. All right, so here is my No, No, No Day by Rebecca Patterson. Yesterday, I woke up and Bob was crawling around my room licking my jewelry. So I shouted, "Get out of my room!" And that was the start of my No, No, No Day. Then I came downstairs and I saw that egg. I cried and said, "I can't eat that." After the terrible egg, I didn't like my shoes either. So I took them off all by myself, shouting, "No shoes!" And then we had to go shopping, and Mommy said, "Please stop wriggling, Bella." But I couldn't stop wriggling, and in the end I shouted, "Get me out!" Mommy said, "You give Bob an earache, and you are giving me a headache." And Bob poked me and said, "Ear." At lunchtime, Sasha and her mommy came to play and have some peanut butter and grapes and cookies, but then I couldn't play. Oh, my cookie broke. Then I couldn't play nicely, and I kept saying, "No, you can't be princesses." And in the end, Sasha and her mommy went home. In the afternoon, it was my ballet lesson. I said, "Ballet is too itchy." But I was very loud, and Mrs. Clark stopped playing the piano, and Miss Louisa said, "Dear, oh dear, perhaps you should sit in the corner then." Have any of you had a day like this before? This reminds me of the story Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Maybe you've read that story. That's a text-to-text connection, book to book, right? On the way home, we met the lady who lives next door, and she said that Bob was the sweetest thing she'd ever seen all day. And then she said, "And how is Bella?" Excuse me. I was a long way behind, so I had to shout, "I have a hurting foot!" And Mommy said, could I keep my voice down, and could I please stop lying on the sidewalk? Then it was time for my supper and my bath, but those peas were too hot, and our bath was too cold. And I was too wet, and it was too minty. What was too minty? Toothpaste. How does Mama look like she's feeling now? It's been a long day, huh? After that, I rolled and rolled and said, "No bed, no, 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 bed, no, no." And Mommy said, "Well, I think someone needs to go to bed." But I rolled all over my room, and then I rolled into Bob's room, and I said, "Bed is for babies." And then I yawned a little yawn. Then I crawled into my room, and Mommy said, "Who wants a story?" And I said, "Nobody!" But then she came into my room anyway, and we cuddled up, and I had my best story about fairies and cake. I yawned again and said very quietly, "Today is very bad day, Mommy. Sorry." And she kissed me goodnight and said, "I know. We all have those days sometimes. But perhaps you'll be more cheerful tomorrow." And I was cheerful all day long. All right, I hope you enjoyed this realistic fiction and off to continue writing your own. Get busy publishing. Watch your last lesson and go for it.